Hey, good morning, everyone. Sunday, 21st of April. Easter sunrise morning. The SUN being replaced for the SON. Yep, truly the 501(c) state church's second biggest holy day. Catholics love it. Protestants love it. Astarte. Ishtar. The ancient fertility goddesses of paganism. Paganism through and through, people. Give me a break. What do fast reproducing, humping rabbits and eggs have to do with the death, burial, and resurrection? And then you got the smooth types. I get a lot of my stuff, especially on the Jews, from Rick Wiles' True News, TRUNEWS.com. And he knows better than to sell Easter, the pagan holy day, that it is. You know what he calls it? Resurrection Day. In order to have a resurrection, people, you have to have the burial. I'm going to tell you something. If I bury you on July 1st, and we want to celebrate your burial day like a birthday, it's going to be July 1st, year after year after year. The pagans have Christmas right on one point. They keep it to exclusively the 25th of December. Though it has absolutely nothing to do with Jesus Christ. Absolutely nothing. The big pagan holiday, Christmas. So let's get one thing straight. If we're going to celebrate a resurrection day, Mr. Wiles, how does it jump between March and April? It's got to be the same day every day of the year. But Easter isn't. I see how this works. Okay. Yeah, the male reproductive sun, the female goddess moon, pure paganism. So I was talking to the wife the other day, and I said, man, I tell you, this has been a bad week for weather. Sure, we had rain 1 or 2 days, 1.5 days. Did you look at your sky? Did you see the sun? They block it out, people. I told you. And what concerns me, well, first of all, I said, do you suppose the evil parasites are going to let the 501(c) state church Christians, quote unquote, have their Easter sunrise morning service? You know, where you all stand there and look to the east and watch the rising sun like a bunch of Masons. Have you been to the east seeking enlightenment? Yeah. So I don't know. I'm making this video. It's about 4:30 in the morning. We'll see if you get your early sunrise. Okay. So, I'm talking to the wife about, are they going to blot out the sun? Are they going to let you have your service? Then I'm thinking to myself, you know, we got to get back on track onto the ladder, the steps up to the strong delusion. And the stuff we're going to cover in this video and the immediately following one is pretty heavy, deep, level 7 stuff, people. We're going down the rabbit hole. And as Jesus once told his disciples, if you can't understand earthly things, how are you going to muster and understand heavenly things? It's a good point. If you can't see the obviousness of chemtrails, if you can't see the stratospheric aerial injection, aka chemtrails, if you can't see those white lines that billow out, how are you going to see what's concealed in plain view right here in front of you in the subject matter? So, how fitting, deep down the rabbit hole, high reproductive rate rabbits, Easter, Astarte, it all ties in, full circle, people. Okay. John Lennon. Imagine, no John Lennon. It's easy if you do. Hey, David Chapman, thanks for taking this bum out. I know you were a demented fan of his, but nevertheless, too bad it took you so long. John Lennon influenced, and the Beatles, of course, influenced a whole generation. Satanism, Aleister Crowley. Did you catch one of those pictures? Featured on the cover of Sgt. Pepper Lonely Hearts Club Band album cover. Big man in John Lennon's life. But I'll tell you what, Aleister Crowley, know him or not, he has influenced your lives too, in so many numerous ways. Music, movies, writings, Masonry, yeah, you Masons, Kabbalah, Jewish magic, MK Ultra, Project Monarch, SRA, satanic ritual abuse, human sacrifice. Yeah, abortions, that's one way. People, women, do you really think a bunch of senile old men parading around in their wives' nightgowns, calling themselves the Supreme Cult back in 1973, really gave a shit about a woman's right to choose? Try that in court on a drug bust. Your Honor, I have a right to choose my body, my life. See how far that gets you. So it wasn't not just the sacrificial sacrament of abortion. No, these people are big on human sacrifice. And he wasn't just a hero to our buddy John Lennon, who once said, hey, we're bigger than the Beatles. Alright, so let's play a few clips. John boy, it's going to come out loud, so I'm going to try to tone it down for you.
Said television is more popular than Jesus. I might have got away with it. As I just happened to be talking to a friend, I used the word Beatles as a remote thing, not as what I think, as Beatles as though those other Beatles like other people see us. I just said they are having more influence on kids and things than anything else, including Jesus, but I said it in that.
Yeah, bigger than Jesus, more influence than Jesus, no doubt about it. So, deep down the rabbit hole, let's get this set up. They sold themselves for rock and roll? Well, let's talk to this little Jew boy right here. You know him as Bob Dylan, real name Robert Zimmerman. Neighboring state, though, you know, Minnesota.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in a world we can't see.
You ever look at
Yes, Robert Zimmerman. Okay, Dave, but come on now. That Jew boy, that's rock and roll, drug, sex, rock and roll. Surely the pristine world of country and western wouldn't have such a problem. Well, let's talk to a Miss Katy Perry.
Really well now, but didn't you release a CD like almost 10 years ago? I released a gospel record when I was 15 because I grew up in a household where all I ever did was listen to gospel music, and my parents are both traveling ministers, and so I kind of sang about what was going on in my life at 15, and that's how I got introduced to the music industry. I swear I wanted to be like the Amy Grant of music. Yeah. But it didn't work out, and so I sold my soul to the devil.
Sold my soul to the devil. Alright. People, I know there's a number of you, we don't believe in no supernatural spooks. We don't buy this demon, devil, hell stuff. It doesn't matter what you buy or believe, quite frankly, because the powers that govern this earth, the powers that govern this country, they believe it, and they operate on it. So back to our main man, Mr. Aleister Crowley. Oh, it's going to be painful for some of you, but first a few scriptures. Ephesians 6:11-12, the Apostle Paul. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. Very good, Dave. Do you have a second witness on that? Well, I'm glad you asked, people, because I do. 1 John, the Apostle John, 1 John 5, verse 19. And we know that we are of God, and the whole world lieth in wickedness. Did he say some parts of the world? Did he say just New York? No, the whole world. All right. Well, since you're... No, Dave, wait a minute. In the past umpteen videos, you're bashing the Jew. You're a Jew basher. You're an anti-Semite. Now all of a sudden we're going to shift over to spooks and demons and supernatural elements of darkness. What happened to the Jew? Nothing happened to the Jew. Oh yeah, the Jew I know over 25 miles from here? Yeah, something happened to him. If what he told me the other night is true, I tell you, Mary, you better knock it off or you're going to go blind. Let's get back to the real Jew. Where was I going with this? Nephilim bloodline people. Don't you remember in past videos? See, I've always been concerned. If you can't see the chemtrails, are you going to see what I'm exposing to you in plain sight, that they've concealed from plain sight? Nephilim bloodline, Genesis 6, giants, before and during, after the flood. Yeah, the Jews still alive and well amongst us, people. Don't worry about that. Okay, let's, I'm running out of time. Let's go to Mr. Crowley. Masons love this guy. Here's a quote. I, to Megatherion, the great beast, therefore condemn thee, Jesus the slave god, to be mocked and spat upon, and scourged and then crucified. Aleister Crowley, the cross of the frog. Cool. Interesting man, Mr. Crowley. Another quote. For the highest spiritual working, one must accordingly choose that victim which contains the greatest and purest force. A male child of perfect innocence and high intelligence is the most satisfactory and suitable victim. Aleister Crowley, Magique in Theory and Practice. Yeah, okay. Do I have anything else here I can share with you real quick? Nope, pretty much covered it. Check out the video immediately preceding this one. Yeah, check that one out. Till the next video, right behind you, people. You guys have a good Astarte day.